Most Nigerians are starving the country. You see, when you throw out bottle from the car to make the city filthy, you are starving the country. That's not patriotism. Patriotic people don't do that. Patriotism is you love your country. I know somebody will say the country has not done anything for you, so you will hate it. No, if we had that kind of education system, where we build love of country into the people, it is that love they will use to transform their land. In that case, they will not be feeling entitled. It is the people that build their country. Yes, we can blame government. Those in government are part of the people. They were the people before they became government. So because of that environmental factor that choked their minds to innovation, when they get to leadership, that is what they will exhibit. No doubt. You don't just go to government and begin to do good. When you are a bad person and you get to government, that is the character you will exhibit. But when you indoctrinate the people through good education, they become innovative. Kwame Nkrumah knew that. He knew to build a great Africa, Pan-Africanism, you needed to come with special education, well-funded education. But see, let's look at what happened after Nkrumah was overthrown. There was a quit order because Nkrumah wanted Ghana to be a hub. If you're an African, come in. His own was that we are Africans. You know, Nigeria opposed Kwame Nkrumah's Pan-Africanism. There might be some reasons for that. But let me bring him around again. There was a quit order for all Africans to leave Ghana after Nkrumah was overthrown. Why? Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown.
Yes.
After he was overthrown, what happened to your education?
Oh, thank you. In the immediate years of Nkrumah's overthrow, from his legacy was so strong that you couldn't roll back the gains that Ghana had made. So the GET schools remained what they were, essentially strong educational institutions founded on merit, the pursuit and advancement of merit. And I enjoyed that tremendously. And I must also say, at this point, that my education in Ghana and the process of getting into Ghana Secondary School and the experiences there actually will be the definitive force that has turned me into who I am as a passionate Pan-African. When I went to Ghana Secondary School in September 1966, Ghana Secondary School Koforidua, the principal was D.O.K. Dankwa. My father, I have very humble beginnings, went to school with me for the first day. He took me there from Akotia. And I had a trunk box and I had a small chop box made of wood where I put my supplementary food like everybody does, even in Nigeria. And the principal walking by, so he said to my dad, Mr. Salami, why did you buy Lasisi a small box? And my father, a humble man, was a little perturbed. And the man said, Mr. Salami, don't be worried about it. Come to my office. And then we went into the principal's office. And he brought out this sheet. He said, oh, we just received this today. And he looked, oh, I'm happy to inform you, Mr. Salami. Lasisi has been awarded the Cocoa Marketing Board scholarship. He will go to school free of charge. You are not going to pay any school fees.
Cocoa Marketing Board scholarship.
CMB scholarship in those days. And so I went through my experience at Ghana Secondary School without paying a farthing.
And that was the policy that was laid down by Kwame Nkrumah.
It didn't matter because my name was Salami or Lasisi, being Nigerian. If we had Malians, we had Cameroonians.
What mattered was that you are an African.
An African. That was what mattered. So you grew up yourself, not, well, you considered yourself a Ghanaian, but not just a Ghanaian, but an African. So my education was smooth. And I can look back on my experience with a lot of fondness. I can, and a lot of nostalgia.
So at what point did you have to leave Ghana?
And then the bogus nationalist of Dr. Kofi Abrefa came into office in 1969.
After Kwame Nkrumah was gone.
Yes. And they decided they were going to rescind all the Pan-African policies of Kwame Nkrumah. These were misguided pseudo-nationalists. And so we had the aliens quit order in December 1969. And in a jiffy, all Africans became unwanted aliens in Ghana.
Alien quit order.
The aliens quit order of December 1969.
They must leave Ghana.
Everyone had to leave Ghana. Not only that, it was so bad. And when I left school, in January 1970, I left Ghana Secondary School straight in Koforidua to the seaport. And because Nigeria was going through a civil war at that time, it took a while for the government of Nigeria to arrange for boats to come and take us.
Why couldn't you go home from school?
I couldn't go home because it was a quit order. And the Ghanaians,
just leave.
Just leave.
Immediately.
It wasn't even safe. Yeah.
Just like that?
Just like that. Because the environment had been poisoned.
Why that order? What was it that provoked it? Because
the pseudo-nationalists, is it the PP, Party Papa? Yes, the PP, Kwame Nkrumah was CPP, Conventions People's Party. But there was this nebulous political party that came that repudiated everything that Kwame Nkrumah stood for, including Pan-Africanism. And part of the concern was to cut down the stature of Kwame Nkrumah in the African firmament. And so, of course, having said that, earlier, yes, so in 1969, this order came and we had to leave. Some of us came back to this country, our home country. I was coming to Nigeria for the first time, my home country, with a shirt on my back.
State Affairs with Edmund Obilo is live.
There's a book I will recommend to President Bola Tinubu.